Hello everyone, welcome back to our coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational right here on 2K Sports. We're picking up the action on the first hole. Let's get into it. She's played that one nicely. And take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
It's got a chance. Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
She finds herself currently tied for second.
I had a friend that I played with that played golf with
the second hole is a long par 3 on typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Stash of honey roasted nuts? No, it's not a stash. Keeping it out for yourself.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Yeah, that one's looking good.
Honey roasted nothing. Nothing.
Yes, that one's on the dance floor. You can chip up that for sure. Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
Looking for another birdie here.
Come on.
Oh, just missed. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. 6 feet remaining to the
This is what they have left for a par.
It's got a chance. Yeah, good job. Nice par. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
And that's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
He's gonna need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a sandwich is good enough to get this out.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh, what a super shot. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up.
Match me abroad. Okay. Abroad.
The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, a lot of bunkers on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
I gotta remember to throw those burritos out like Hater. Fucking ball.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Sitting at 2 under, currently in the lead. Ooh, that almost went down. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
She has this remaining for her par.
These are on rails, looking good.
Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. Now leading by 1 shot. The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Henny, how's that ball lying?
Yeah, this is sitting up nicely. It's not going to cause any troubles.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. She'll like that. That's inside the birdie range. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Too much.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. And that will take it to 3 under. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
That's nicely done. Time to catch up with the Canadian, Brooke Henderson.
Oh, check this out, showing us how it's done from the sand. Oh, a little trickery, no doubt about it. Absolute beauty here.
Let's return to live play now. And here we are with the third shot. Currently leading by 2. Well struck. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Let's have a look at the 7th hole of par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Opting for the 5 iron. That's a high-quality approach shot, that one. Well done by her.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Really long putt.
Yeah.
Good deal.
That's frustrating. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Putting for par.
No, I'm good.
Ooh, nice line. Nicely holed. And for par. Currently at -4 overall. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Playing this shot from 120 yards. Currently leading by 3.
Play a game today.
I don't know, I might.
Say again.
I don't know, I might.
Okay.
It's a little congested.
He's
Opted for the 8-iron. Give yourself an opportunity.
Local boss stuff.
Need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
Didn't the marijuana try to kill him?
No.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
My
This
baby
one will
said
run
your death is
uphill.
over there. You put it to the garbage can, your death is over there.
You're taking all your humor away.
Be your cheerleader over here on the sideline. You didn't know the Dre bag?
Okay.
Find the commentators that be talking stuff. Run them over with the golf cart.
Looking really good
Let
this
him
one.
get it.
And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. And let's have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Yeah, that putt was pushed. And back to the play, shall we? They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Let's see.
Oh, so close. And that should secure the par on this one. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's really not what they were looking for.
This shot from the first cut of rough.
Just a bit outside into the rough.
Setting up in some very deep rough. Good shot there, Beamer. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
This one's looking good. That's well holed. That puts her in first place.
Poor Ricky. Look at Ricky.
The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Look at Ricky.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
This one looks like it'll safely make the green.
Damn.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Here she goes again, making putt after putt. The lead just keeps extending. And that will take her to 6 under. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back 9.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds, out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Going with the hybrid.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
A birdie putt awaits. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Why don't we catch up with Ricky Fowler? Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side. open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Lovely effort, that. Getting ready to play their third. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Club up. I like this play.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today. Looking good.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And another of the uphill par threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
That's not what they were looking for.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Such soft hands.
Well, I hope she makes this one because it's for par. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Terrific shot. Who could have thought you'd hole it? Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, your dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. And now you just got to pray for good lie because that one's heading towards the sand. And here we are with the third shot. You got a chance here. This one's for par. That's the right pace. This should drop. Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? This is a bogey putt coming up. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well, an important part here in terms of the tournament. A chance to move inside the top 10. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hills Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. 19 feet to the cup.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
And with that fine putt, she extends her advantage over the field. And that will take her to 8 under. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. It looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
If my eyes didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed it.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Looking really good, this one. Well done. Take the birdie.
We out here, baby.
And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right, or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Plenty of daunting approach shots on this golf course, Rich, but this one at the last is as tough as it gets.
It is, Luke. When the pin is up front, there's just not a lot of room for these players to work with, both left or right. When the pin is in the back part of the green, you do have a little bit more room, but you have to favor long and left. We've seen too many golf balls come up short in the penalty area too many times over the years.
That one should find the surface. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
If she holds this, she'll win it all. And there's your Arnold Palmer Invitational champion. A stellar performance on a very strong golf course.
And that was a performance that the King would have loved to have seen there, Luke. What a great win by this player.
Well, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They took down a...
Luke, while they've been out on the golf course, I've been cooking. Here, smell this. We've got to eat up. It's some humble pie. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Who delivers when it matters most? That's the joy of any rivalry, and this is a good one to win. That was wonderfully done. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
chosen the pitching range here.
Game.
Where will this one end up?
Complete bullshit right there.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
Always unpredictable here out of the pine straw. Oh, caught up in some branches. This is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
Trying to save par here.
Looking great now.
Come the
Oh,
left.
that's absolutely perfect.
Nothing wrong with an opening part. Just
Oh,
easing their
come
way
on,
into this
baby.
round.
Oh, that was a touch of class. I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
$64 feet. Boy.
She finds herself in a share of third. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. That'll flick a few of the leaves going through there. This shot from about 190 yards out.
Wind blowing straight downwind for her.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. She knew that wasn't going to be super tight, but she'll take it nevertheless, especially with a couple of putts from there. Putt for a bird, a birdie with big wings.
Running. Let's go. Come on, baby. Oh, shit.
Oh, what a great stroke. Oh, super putt that. What an eagle.
This player is putting for fun.
We out here.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
That was a shot and a half. So close to the eagle. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Going with the 7. Wonderfully played. "14 feet to the cup." Ooh. This is a par putt. Currently 2 under for the day. Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
And he's down there.
Yeah, the breeze ruffling their shirt, hitting their back. It's going to be tough to control the distance here.
No.
Well, that certainly wasn't the shot she had in her mind. Time now for the 4th shot. Currently in the lead by a shot.
Okay.
That's some good golf right there. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is a 12-footer here.
If it's up, it could be in. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Sitting at 3 over. How close was that to going down? It's time to check on the leaderboard. All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green. Luke, I think the player just went into traction with that swing.
What does she have in front of her here, Henny?
She's looking at 135 from the flagstick.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, absolutely flushed. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Okay, steady now.
Oh.
Well, it's a bit disappointing. A par putt on the table. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in here with Lexi Thompson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 11th.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
That's inside the range. She should be proud of that. Here comes the top 10. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
And playing this one from around 120 yards out.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Yeah, that was a safe play. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Is tracking.
And gets that putt of distance to go. And that will take her to 2 under.
Let's go.
And with that, she's now the sole leader in the event. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Going with the 8-iron here.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
This one's online. Yes, they've made it. And with that, she'll move to 3 under par. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, so close. Okay, time to return to the action. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
This one has eyes for the hole. You just keep building a bigger advantage. Well played. And that will take her to 4 under. She's currently in first position. The front 9 at TPC Sawgrass finishes with a par 5, but not easy to get there in 2.
It is not a big tee shot down the left center is required. Anything out to the right could catch that bunker and even fall into the water over there on the right. If you decide to go for it, you have to hit a fairway metal long iron high over some trees on the left-hand side to a very narrow green. The layup shot out to the right will make that third shot so much easier into this tiny green.
How good is this course?
This course is fascinating, would be a good way I would put it. It has quirky angles on every single shot. The tee boxes face you at a different angle that the fairway sits. The fairway faces you at a different angle than the green sit. And this is for all 18 holes. And I'm even going to throw 17 in there, even though it is the island green. This golf course that P. Dye designed is fun. It's perplexing. And mentally, it'll wear you out just as much as physically. You better bring your A game if you want to contend this week.
This one should find the rough. Getting ready to play their third. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Just didn't drop. Putting for a par here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Look, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
He played that nicely. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Choosing the 9-iron here. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
And here we are with the third shot. That's a touch of class.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Wow, from a dodgy line, how special was that?
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
This is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in two and get rewarded for it.
Was on a good line. That'll sting a bit. Always nice to have a birdie putt. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
This one's for birdie.
Surely it's going to.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Yes, next one from the beach. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 313.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one. But watch out, if you hit in the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
Opting for the 9-iron. She's found the green on this approach. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
Little birdie look in here. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with that, she'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
A bit wild on approach there.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Getting ready to play their third. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
An important par save. This really looks good.
Well done. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
That's inside the house of opportunity. And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, yeah! A shot of the day.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
And a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt. big chance here. Oh, just missed. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And the putt drops, now at 8 under, heading down the stretch.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, how about that one? Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
What are we looking at for this putt?
This is way out. They could probably use a 9-iron from back here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
The par 3 17th, one of the most famous holes in all of golf. The Island Green, one of Pete Dye's, but really Alice Dye's masterpiece.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, Island Green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
Beautiful swing there. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. We were right on 20 feet. This is a great momentum putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Oh, sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots. So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place. When you feel like you've survived the 17th, you stand on the 18th tee and you think to yourself, where do I hit this?
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green, somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. She's managed to find the green on this approach.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Well, what an opportunity in front of her. This for the tournament. Oh, I like the look of this. Well, this has got an amazing ring to it. The Players' Champion.
It is a title that any player would kill to have, and I have to say this has been a killer afternoon. The amazing golf, the players firing it on all cylinders, going for everything they possibly could. I gotta say, what a finish, what a champion. This will go down in history as one of the best Players' Championships ever.
Ever, you heard me.
And as we take a look at our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the...
And I got to see some incredible shots and some not so good stuff, but what a day.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thank you, Luke. What a lovely introduction and what a lovely day. I'm very much looking forward to strolling the fairways alongside these two players. They have been at each other, let me tell you. There's been a little bit of banter on social media back and forth in the lead up to this match. They have a bone to pick. They have a bee in their bonnet, and it's all going to be settled out on this golf course today.
He's a kind fella, isn't he? He's a lovely gent, but he's a killer on the golf course. This is going to be a tough rivalry to take down. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the first cut.
Going with the hybrid.
Yeah, this is lovely. Got the muscles out there. Great shot from the lie.
Putting for the big bird here. The birdie with big wings. Go on, get in the hole. Super shot that.
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
At -2, going along nicely today. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot, you want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. Setting up in the first cut. Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here.
This has eyes for the hole. That's disappointing. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. That's a good putt to make, that one. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently in third place.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
No, that's too bad. You'll have to settle for bogey there. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's not going to find the fairway. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
She has this putt for her par. Get excited. This could go in. Time to take a look at some of the action from elsewhere on the course.
I gotta say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
Well, that's high quality. I'm sure they're aiming for it, but for it to go in, that's awesome. The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Going with the 6-iron here. Nicely done. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
This is on a stupendous line.
That's making a big statement here today.
Yep, she's got her game face on right out of the gates.
And let's have another look at that one.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Oh, well played. A few shots under par at the moment. Currently in top spot. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Let's get back to it, shall we? Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
This for a birdie run. What a putt, started this perfectly.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Still in the lead now after that hole. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Go in. She should be impressed with that. That's another putt that will build on her advantage. And that will take her to 5 under. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
She's currently sitting in first place. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
This one needs to kick left. Good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And with that, she'll move to 6 under par. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently in 5th place.
This is Justin Rose. Oh, what a shot from there. Take your hat off to them. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And he's hit that inside the range. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. From the sand, looking to get up and down. Wow. Well, at least they'll get some style points for that one. Getting ready to play their third. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey. Looking good so far.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap.
The rest of the hole, I feel like I'm playing by myself.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Oh, that was pure. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Oh, she's going rogue. Bit of extra club gone against the caddy's advice. Let's see.
Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. Oh, what a way to bounce back. That shows heart. And that will take her to 6 under. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
She's top quality player, this one. Second shot here on the 10th hole. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. And now over to Justin Rose.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's take a look at Justin Rose, shall we? This one is right down the pipe. That was special. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, I've paced this off. She's got 9 foot to go. This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, that's frustrating. A par putt awaits. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Leading by 6 strokes after that one. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. And you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green and 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
That's not what you wanted. Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. . Oh, you see that one bouncing around the branches like a pinball machine? Penny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the first cut.
We need this one to bounce right. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Yeah, nicely holed. Currently 6 under for the event. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, we're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
This one from about 160 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron.
She is proving herself to be quite the thorn in Justin Rose's side here. Rosie, I think you've got yourself in for a battle here.
Ooh. Nice little sand shot there. Came real close. Okay, let's get back to the action. This putt to get to 7 under the card.
This is their look at birdie.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will move her to 7 under. And she's our leader. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Going with the 5-iron here. Should find the green. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
It's on a good line. Oh, she's making it look easy. Holding putts with will.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Now 8 shots in front. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Starts heading to the rough for mine. Eight under for the day. Currently leading. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
That's pretty tidy. And that's 8 birdies today. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Ooh, right by the hole. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. That putt gets them to 9 under now with just a few holes remaining.
Yeah, nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. That was a gallant attempt. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our leader really starting to gap the field now. Their advantage is 9 shots.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Well, as you enter the dreaded snake pit here at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich, you know where you stand on the 16th tee.
This tee shot forces your hand. You must take it down the right-hand side in order to have a good look at this green for your second shot. Any misses out to the left, you're going to find the trees and all sorts of trouble.
Great looking shot, this. That should set up another chance. 16 feet to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Well, you're going to be difficult to catch now if you keep holding putts like that. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The final hole of the snake pit, an uphill par 3. Again, 210+ yards.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Looks like this is going to miss just right.
This would be a great up and down. What's in front of them, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
It's tracking. And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And this putt coming up for his par. Just didn't drop. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Well, the leader is really starting to gap the field now. They're 10 strokes ahead. And this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the Snake Pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
And inside the red zone, around 110 yards to go. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, that's handy. She should be delighted with that.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a two-putt here is still good.
Everything on the line with this putt for her. Ooh. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Hopefully they won't take that too badly. There's another chance here to close out the victory. Looking good. And there's your Valspar Championship champion, Rich. What a week.
Absolutely. Great playing all week long. Must say it was a hard-fought but well-earned victory.
It's like a game.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done. Spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.